Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds.
Just off the Capitol Beltway, due east from the monuments of Washington, D.C., we are counting down a kickoff here just outside our nation's capital. The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this one out. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. First and 10. They send Godwin in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Buccaneers first down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He's got room to roam. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
With the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the door.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here comes Tucker. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Putting the tight end in motion. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this 1st quarter will come to an end.
Commander is nothing.
Game's not over, you know. Why are you giving up?
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, Daniels. He'll get that to his tight end, Ben Sinnott. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Second down and 8. Throwing is Daniel. He'll go right and find his running back. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A pickup of 14 on that walk. First down, Washington.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yard.
To the goal line and in. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Commanders. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. On play action, Mayfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
That's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Throwing is Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to White. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down. They send Evans in motion. Baker gonna hand it to White. And they are not gonna catch him. He's in. Rashad White. Touchdown, Tampa.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in second and long.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll find his running back, White.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go. Mayfield. That is hauled in at the 5. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing is Baker. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here comes Tucker. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That's downfield. He's got Sinnott, the tight end.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This one from 52 yards away. McManus's kick is good. And the Commanders cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Down the field, it's Evans. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
So we've reached halftime here, and the visiting Buccaneers have the advantage. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. On the return, here comes Tucker. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Commanders' first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing again. Daniels. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
It is 3rd and 10. To the air again is Daniels. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Daniels gonna throw again. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Buccaneers' 32-yard line.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He's going to have the 1st down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
We see this week in and week out, Mike, these running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Washington. Now it's McManus for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Commanders are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They go play action with Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, it's White. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. And this is what happens when you compare a really good pass rush with a really stingy secondary. Marrying the two together, not only to change his launch point, but not give the quarterback anywhere to go with the ball.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Daniels. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And as a defensive coordinator, this just drives you nuts. You have a team in 3rd and long. You think you're going to go rush the passer. And what do? They change it up. They slip the offensive lineman out in front of the back and drop it off. And he picks up a big gain and converts the 1st down. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. The offense staying put. They will go for 2. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. That's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll run over center with White. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one at
36-yard line.
On second down, a run with White. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Tight end going in motion here. On play action, Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on third down.
To say football is a game of inches may be an understatement after that last play. I mean, he gets there just a little bit quicker. He can get 2 hands on it and reel it in. And instead of just forcing the incomplete, he could have had himself a pick.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You can't teach speed. And a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go, and he ends up just running right by you.
That one intercepted. He's to the 40. Still going. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. first down. Daniels. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping.
Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And this is taken in by the defense. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Second down throw for Mayfield. To the middle of the field, he's got Evans. Down inside the 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The kick is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 42, Commanders 32. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On second down, it's Daniels. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
This one all but over. Here's third down. Here's Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And their lead will stay right where it is. Here's 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. McManus on for the point after. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. In need of a recovery and a quick field goal, here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets to go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens. But we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
He's going to look for the home run ball. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Again, working deep downfield. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So, a win here.